Thanks to a dev and just Nathan, we have officially gotten a first look at what the official Poppy Playtime could have looked like when it comes to early test footage, early gameplay footage, and a whole bunch of different things like that. So without further ado, let's go hop into the video and check out what Poppy Playtime could have looked like. So all these photos I'll be showing is by Just Nathan on the Twitter, so definitely go, follow them. And this is just all the photos I'm getting, from the Twitter, so go follow them if you want to see when it first comes out. But without further ado, let's go look at this. So it says, wait, let me just look at this. As you guys can see here, it looks like it's a video file that says Playtime Prototype 4, and we don't know if it shows more or anything like that. And as you guys can see, it looks like it's a pretty long video. And as you guys can see, it says here this old intro I used to have in hands, where I used to have hands, not just the grab pack, and you actually drive your car into the factory. As you guys can see here, you can see the whole factory. The map is not fully built out, but you can even see, the what's it called again, the entrance gates. And it says here press E, most likely to skip a cutscene, or to probably drive, or to make the cutscene actually happen. But yeah, as you see here, that's how the game would have started instead of just us starting at a factory. And we can see even more early photos of it showing how Huggy was much smaller, and also how it looks like it's a sunset time instead of being like a nighttime or something like that, or during the day, because the lighting, it looks like it's sunset, and the lighting looks pretty cool, but it's more oranges. And also if you look at the top, you can even see it says items, making you can see the key still there, so you're gonna get the key, but it looks like there's probably gonna be other items that can help us out throughout the game. And also the grab pack hand looks a little bit different, like it's more together and more cartoony like, but we don't know, this is that one little photo on the side. And this is another photo of the different point of view of the hand, seeing how the grab pack hand did not have any joints to make it bend or anything like that. It was just like one of those little slappy hands it looks like when you threw in the wall. And of course the different point of view of the car, maybe this is when you click E to exit the car and you have to walk to the studio because your car's not allowed in. Maybe that's how it would have gone, who actually knows, but it definitely looks pretty interesting. This is more of photos in the video, and as you guys can see here, it's a 20-minute video, or maybe there's 20 minutes left. Don't really know how this file one works. And you guys can see it's us in a bathroom, looks like a different colored stalls with the same item, item UI in the top. Pretty confusing. Do not know why the full entire video is. I hope maybe one day we could get this. Maybe the devs just show us one day, but right now all we have is photos. And this is how the original old lobby actually looks like. As you guys can see in the top, it says here, welcome, showing Huggy Wuggy, Boogie Bot, even Poppy Playtime with Cappy and Braun on the other side, just with a whole bunch of different characters instead of that just being Huggy Wuggy smiling all withered away. This looks more like a toy factory, but I guess since Huggy was the main, player or character in this chapter, and maybe they just want to advertise that, or maybe because he was the most popular toy out there at this point in the game. You can even see where they had the official test. It says here tighten straps, and as you guys can actually see there, the grab pack hand, it definitely looks a lot like the hands we were going to use in the beginning of the game. Maybe that's how they got this whole grab pack styled hand before they actually went and designed it and detailed it to the one we actually have in the game. And as you guys can see, we're in the room and it looks like a whole projector on the screen or something like that. A big screen in this whole purple room, kind of like in the game. Game's first trailer, because as you guys can see, I'm going to show the clip on the screen now where we're grabbing this block and it's like teaching you how to use the grab pack. You can see it's the same purpley lit room with that same looking projector on the screen too. Like we've seen in the trailer, that looks like it was cut out last minute before the game was officially released for some reason, or that was just the early test footage. Don't know why they cut that in the trailer, but you can even see more of it in the trailer showing how this is actually official. You also see another one with a UI saying here, use hand to collect, showing like a little P, for most likely for Poppy Playtime, the Playtime Co logo. It looks like some orb, or maybe another power supply. Maybe it's like the power reactors or generators. And it says use hand to collect, also maybe like telling you how to use it since the tutorial maybe didn't help you enough. I literally have no idea. With another one here saying thanks for playing on it, like an all blood and all glowy for some reason, on top of the whole introduction letting you know about Huggy Wuggy. Obviously this is not in the final game, and the button I think was a lot bigger. Don't remember how exactly the size was. And also, as you guys can see, Huggy Wuggy is missing in this photo. He's gone. Hey, this is me, Editing Lightning here, and also if you look down and actually notice, you can actually see that this is wire length, kind of cut off because of the whole video file, but it looks like it's like the length and showing you how far your grab pack can actually go. A pretty cool feature that the in-game final version does not actually have. And another, and actually I think the last photo we got here now, is the early version of Poppy Playtime, before the game even involved a whole studio, before even involved anything like that. It's when the game takes place as you, as a toy, playing in the house with a toy chasing. As you guys can see, some good old Huggy Wuggy still there, and it's the early version. It's another prototype, and as you guys can see, it's from the video here. It says here, this is another early build, an even earlier build of Poppy Playtime that was never seen. It's called the V1 of Poppy Playtime, or I guess version 1 of Poppy Playtime. You play as a small toy in a giant house. I also have the old version of Poppy Playtime when it wasn't even set in a factory, it was set in a house, and this is it. I think that's what he says in his quotations of where he said. Yeah, as you see, most likely it's when the toys are chasing you. You can even see in the bottom, I'll try to zoom in on that. It looks like a whole battery with the whole light. Maybe if you shine the light on the toys, they freeze, they stop chasing you, or maybe that's just what keeps them away. But if it looks like that battery eventually runs out, you know, die. In the top, it says 0 out of 10 shards, with many people believing that this is actually the DLC. I mean, what we're going to be playing in Monsters and Mortals, the Dark Deception multiplayer, you know, collaboration with Poppy Playtime, but of course this is actually not it. Even has some text on the top of the screen which looks like beta testing or just play testing text, but it's too blurry to make out, and I literally have no idea what it's actually saying. And the last thing we got here now is just showing some more tests having the exact same text. As you can see, those red text saying lighting needs to be rebuilt for unlocked object or unbuilt object. And as you guys can actually see that the UI saying press E on the building is still there. It shows them most likely testing out the grab packs mechanics, also with Poppy spinning for some reason. And of course, most likely that's what the red text had in the other image, with that same UI to most likely leave the car. This time more trees and more environmenting building going around, with also the grab pack looking like one of the grab pack skins in Project Playtime, like a Minecraft 8-bit blocky style. But most likely this is what they were using to test the grab pack mechanics, since, you know, they had to build it somehow, right? Anywho, guys, that's me for this video. Those are all the photos, videos, and clips that we have of the early build of Poppy Playtime. Hopefully, one day we'll be able to get that full entire video, or maybe a whole little documentary of how Poppy Playtime looked in the beginning, because I want to see that giant toy house. I want to play in that toy house. I know it's playable. I just hope that one day we'll be able to actually see what that is. And just let me know in the comments below if you have that footage, because if you do, I would like to have it, please. And if you guys want to even see it, let me know in the comments below. But that is all the, I guess, early build of how Poppy Playtime was originally going to look like before it actually came out, and it definitely looked a lot different.